I am Bill from CJ Pony Parts. Ever since fuel injection became standard on the 1986 Mustang GT, swapping out the throttle body for a larger one has been a popular way to increase horsepower and torque. The reason being, a larger throttle body will get more air in. More air usually means more horsepower. BBK Performance has been one of the leaders in throttle body technology since the very beginning, and now they offer one for the 2015 through 2016 Mustang. Today we're going to show you how to install this using our 2015 Mustang GT. This BBK Power Plus Throttle Body is going to be a direct replacement for the factory throttle body on your 2015 through 2016 Mustang GT. Like all BBK throttle bodies, it's made of a cast aluminum and it's designed and built right here in the USA. This is going to be an 85mm throttle body, which will be 5mm larger than your factory one. You don't want to go too big with a throttle body, so this is large enough to get more air in, which will increase horsepower but won't require any kind of custom calibration or tuning. The BBK throttle body includes electronics and hardware and comes ready to install. Like I said, no tune required, and BBK claims 8 to 12 horsepower with no other changes necessary. This is going to work with either your stock or an aftermarket cold air kit. For this installation, we need a 3/8 ratchet, 8mm socket, 10mm socket, short extension, and a 5mm Allen key. Since we're messing with the electronics, you want to start the installation by disconnecting your battery. Remove the 3 screws, pop off the cover, and disconnect. Now we're going to remove the engine cover to give us more room to work. If you have a performance pack car, you can remove the brace, but you don't have to. You can slip it out from underneath. Doesn't matter if you have an aftermarket cold air kit like our aerator or a stock one. The next part is going to remove the tube here and all these hoses to get access to the throttle body. So we're going to move our sound tube, PCV, and both of the air tube hoses. Make sure you don't forget the mass air plug here. Pull a little red connector out on the bottom. We'll start by disconnecting the tube from the throttle body side. And then disconnect over from the airbox. Now we can see the throttle body. We're going to start by disconnecting the harness underneath. Same way as the mass air harness, just pull out the red tab. We'll put the harness aside. Okay, the last step in removal is to remove all 4 bolts holding the throttle body to the intake. Here you can see a side-by-side comparison on our table before we install our BBK. As you can see, that 5mm is definitely very noticeable. Now we're ready to install the BBK throttle body. Make sure you grab the new hardware provided. You don't want to use the original stuff. Just get the bolts loosely started so you get them all in place. Now we can go back and tighten them down. No real torque spec, just get them snug. The reassembly now is going to be exactly the same as what we just did, just the opposite. We'll start by reconnecting the throttle body, then reinstall the cold air pipe and all the connections. So as we're going to a larger diameter throttle body, it's easier just to grab the coupler. So it will be a little bit of a tighter fit. reconnect your battery, install the intake cover, and your installation's finished. Since we just got 2 feet of snow here in Harrisburg, unfortunately a test drive is out of the question. We can still start it up, check for leaks, make sure everything's working like it should. Yep, everything seems good. Since we disconnected the throttle body and disconnected the battery, there's going to be a little bit of a relearning process for the computer. So if it doesn't drive right immediately, there's nothing to worry about. What you'll want to do is get the car up to operating temperature. Once you do, pull over and let it idle for about a minute with everything off, no accessories, no nothing. After about a minute, turn your air conditioning on. Let it idle for about a minute there as well with the air conditioning on, and then go drive it as normal. Within a few miles, it should relearn and go back to the way it was before. The installation overall is pretty straightforward. It should only take you about an hour. You'll be back on the road in no time.